Hey everybody, Spaceman here with a new Warcraft 3 commentary for you. This is unfortunately not one of my replays. This is not a game I played. I haven't had a whole lot of opportunity to play in recent months. Hopefully I'll be back on in the near future, but I wanted to get back into Warcraft 3 and I thought it might be fun to at least start casting some professional replays or some regular replays just so I could get back into the swing of it like that, and as I start playing, I'll start casting or posting some of my replays as well. But for the time being, I'm just going to do some other replays or replays of other players. So this is one I know nothing about. I just downloaded it now from Warcraft 3 Info, which is an amazing website. If you ever need anything Warcraft 3 related, check it out. The staff is amazing. The website's amazing. They have all your news for you. But enough pitching them. I'm going to jump into this game. Again, I know nothing about it, but we have Isle of Necropolis in the northwest corner of Twisted Meadows. He's playing Undead, and I believe this might be Happy. It said the name Happy when I downloaded it, and now it's showing Isle of Necropolis, but I imagine it's Happy. And then we have a teal player, our orc player, KisameHoshigaki, who I will not refer to as KisameHoshigaki for the rest of the match. Maybe just Kisame or Hosh. Let's call him Hosh. We'll see how long that lasts. Maybe Hosh. But yeah, so we have an orc player in the southeast corner and an undead player in the northwest corner of Twisted Meadows. And I have been a little out of the meta recently. I can't tell you exactly what I expect because I know things have been changing and patches have been happening. So I'm sure things have switched up a bit, but I'll try and predict it to the best of my ability and talk through anyway. Looks like a pretty standard build from our Undead player, except he got a 6th Acolyte, which is interesting to me. He builds his Relic and he's going to go out scouting right away, I guess. Yep. And a Death Knight on the way. So this looks like an early harass strategy from our Undead player. I imagine we'll immediately see him run to the Orc base and try to either steal a creep or at least delay the Blade Master harassment. Let's see, in the southeast corner, we have a Farseer first with a no Rax tech. Is that what's happening here? Very outside of the box from our Orc player. This is kind of exciting for me. Again, maybe this is normal, but I imagine you're still primarily seeing at least a barracks built at regular timing in the Orc versus Undead matchup. This has got to be very strange. I'm sure as soon as he hits 17 peons, he'll be teching. Or 17 food limit, sorry. Right now we're on the wrong player. 18. Yep, 18 peon tech. That's what it's going to be. Farseer will go out harassing and meet the Death Knight, who will be harassing with him. Is a ghoul coming along? Probably not. No. Graveyard's going up. And our Undead player, Happy, I'm going to call him Happy even though we're not sure, has scouted the very early tech from our Orc player at the perfect time. So the wolves are summoned, that Acolyte's going to go down, a Voodoo Lounge is on its way up, and I don't think the Death Knight will be able to do anything about that. But that's okay because the Undead player is teching as well. So this is a very hard tech. We're going to see some early tier 2s from both players and a lot of probably quiet play into the mid game. This peon must have been the peon scout that went north for Kisame. Yeah, he walked up here and saw no Undead base. Acolyte has died, and we have the Death Knight moving in to do some harassment. With 2 skeletons, does he have enough damage to take out the Voodoo Lounge? No. He's going for the burrow, and it looks like the burrow will go down. Despite the 4 peons jumping in, it's still not going to deal enough damage to take out this harass. Look at this. I imagine that Voodoo Lounge could have been taken down had it been prioritized, although maybe it's more important to take out the second burrow than it is to take out the Voodoo Lounge at this point. I'm sure Happy knows what he's doing. Pick up a little bit of experience for the Farseer. I'm sure he appreciates that. Slows down the wood income of, of the Orc player, of course, by having the peons attack the skeletons here and having the peons move into the burrows. So definitely an upper hand in terms of economy for Happy, who is now coming back in with a couple more skeletons. He's got just the 1 peon's worth of experience, where the Farseer has 2 skeletons and an Acolyte, so that's something. Still nothing exciting going on in the Undead base. 3 ghouls on wood, he's staying flat. Our first fiend is on the way. Still no 3rd Ziggurat, which is a little surprising for me, or surprising to me, I should say. but that's okay. I'm sure it'll go up shortly. A lot of gold pooled as well for Kisame. I guess that's what happens when you tech early. Are we going to see a third burrow come out? Maybe a war mill or nothing? Absolutely nothing. So Happy's continuing the harass with these skeletons. He's at least scouting everything out, and by doing this, he's keeping the peons from investing in wood or harvesting wood, which, you know, it's not major. It's not going to win Happy the game at this point, but it is going to make a difference. It's going to slow down the structures and the tech of the orc player. Let's see, he can build a bestiary, he builds a second bestiary, and he can't build a second hero yet. That is directly related to the skeleton harass. I am very confident of that. Farseer is going out, has some good items finally. Well, maybe not finally, some good items from the voodoo shop though. And is he going to pick up a second hero here? Maybe a Naga? We'll check it out shortly. Meanwhile, Happy still only at 2 cigarettes. He's building his slaughterhouse, and he's moving to creep the gold mine. Does he have? And he's expanding a tier 2 expansion from Happy with just 2 zigs. Slaughterhouse is coming out. The Lich is also coming out. So this will be tough for our orc player to put a lot of pressure on. I'm sure he's going Wyvern. This is definitely a Wyvern build. Skeleton goes down. Happy is very aware that Wyvern are coming, but he's already got Fiends. I'm sure Web will be researched soon if he hasn't even started. Lich takes some damage, but definitely not going to die to this 2 level 1 hero combo. Slaughterhouse is at half health, but he's going to have to work on this for a long time to destroy it. And Happy has been able to secure this expansion. Well, not secure the expansion. Finish the creep point and begin securing it by building a necropolis. He's got his first zig going down over here, which I'm sure will be in the Rubian Tower. Well played. I like this. I like this. This is already new to me, a tier 2 undead expansion. Maybe this is outside the meta. Maybe this is a reaction to the hard tech from the orc player, but I really, really like it. Wyvern are on their way out, or Wind Riders for you newer players who don't know them as Wyvern, but I'm always going to call them that. I apologize. First statue on its way out. We have next creep camp being started by Happy, and he'll also easily creep this by pulling them out. Does he have a rod? He does not have a rod of necromancy, so that actually makes it a little more difficult. He's not going to have any more than just this 1 skeleton to absorb damage. But he'll get away with it. There's that Nerubian Tower. Still tier 2, a Temple of the Damned coming out as well. That's probably going to be for Banshees. I would be very surprised to see Necromancers at this stage in the game, especially because there are not many bodies being created by the Undead player. And definitely not many bodies being created by the Orc player either, because of course their units do not create bodies. Easily crept though. Our Orc player is still tier 2. He's at 37 of 40, just about to hit the 50 food. Peak with this burrow, and I'm sure we'll see 2 more Wind Riders get created immediately. Is there an expansion coming? Yep, an expansion attempt as well. Although building an expansion as Orc is very, very time consuming. It's definitely better to go for the mini Great Hall, but of course our Orc player here is not tier 3. Another safe creep camp for Happy. He's definitely making a point of staying close to his base and close to his expansion. That's why he crept this one, followed by this. He knows he's vulnerable right now, and by staying close, he'll be able to hopefully thwart any creep attempts or harassment attempts from the other player. Picks up a Shredder. Always a good play. Now he's not going to have to rely on 2 or 3 ghouls back there. He can bring his ghouls in to help creep, which is always effective. Will provide bodies and a bit of a meat shield for his heroes and his his crypt fiends for when the fights do come. Ooh, taking a lot of damage on the air units here, but healing salves will fix that. We have okay items on the orc heroes. Boots of speed on both is very nice. That will certainly help against the nuke of the undead and the unholy aura. I feel like I'm tripping over my words a bit. Bear with me, guys. As I cast more, I'll start filling in or it will become more natural again for me to speak about these things. But thank you for bearing with me. 3 Crypt Fiends still. I don't think we're going to see any more. That should be enough, at least for the time being. What's our Undead player at? Yeah, 47 of 60. Wood income's just about to start. 2 Temple of the Damned. 2 Temples of the Damned. 2 Temple of the Damneds. No, I'm going to go with the first one. I still think it's going to be for Banshees. Yeah, there's our first Banshee. Curse is so strong against Orc players, especially when they don't have Dispel. Ooh, nice Chain Lightning. Takes out the Banshee immediately. I think I just saw Death Coil on a Wolf, which was probably a misclick. But yeah, ooh, just 1 Wind Rider goes down. Just one that should have been 2. Was the Naga Sea Witch not in that fight? I missed that. I apologize, guys. But this is looking very bleak, I believe, for the Orc player. This expansion is going to go down, and then I imagine the Undead will teleport as soon as he forces the cancel. I think that's the play. He could also turn and fight, but he doesn't want to. If he can just finish this off and get out, then he will be so far ahead. Crypt Fiend survives. This one is going to survive as well. Frost Armor is doing amazing work. Yeah, expansion down. Look at that. Happy is not even teleporting out. He's taking this fight. He loses 1 statue. Is he going to lose the Lich? No, Death Coil comes out on the Lich. Another Wind Rider down. Another Wind Rider is about to die. Another Wind Rider is about to die. These wolves, I want them down. They're so weak. Another Wind Rider, and our Orc army is entirely gone, and his expansion is gone. This is looking very, very bleak. The Undead player kills his own ghoul there, which kind of tells you how comfortable he's feeling. Picks off another peon and retreats. And at this point, I think it's just a matter of 3 Temple of the Damned. And he's going tier 3. Expansion is nice and secured. How much gold has he got? 10,300 from... Yeah, so it's more than paid itself off already. Looking very, very comfortable for Happy at this point. Necromancer Adept training is happening. This is awesome. This is the kind of thing I love to see. Again, I don't think you might... This is probably not representative of what you'll see at the professional level. I imagine this is a reaction to being so far ahead at this point, to the Orc player not getting a barracks, to the Orc player not having any access to Spirit Walkers or Shaman, so there's no Purge, there's no Dispel. But it doesn't matter, it's exciting to see. Happy is going to creep this out. Amazing items on the Lich. This should probably go to the Death Knight, although maybe the tankiness is nice on the Lich as well. We get to see some Unholy Frenzy. Look at the statuses here. Devotion Aura. Orc player continuing to creep, hoping to crawl back into this game, but I'd be really shocked to find out that this was not a win. I see now too, guys, I apologize. I didn't realize this was visible. This will not be made visible in future casts. I'll make a point of covering that. I definitely misplayed there. Nobody wants to see how long the replay is. That kind of takes some of the fun out of it, although I guess you can also see it on the bar of the YouTube channel, but what are you going to do? Banshees are upgraded as well as the Necromancers. More Fiends coming. 2 statues, it seems, are more than enough. Oh, he's got 3 statues. Probably see Destroyer form, I guess, just so he can eat his own magic. Or are we just going to go with 3 statues because why not? You have enough casters that you can justify having 2 statues on mana. Orc player doing well. He's starting to pick up some nicer items. Claws should probably be on the Naga, just because she's the right-clicking of the 2 heroes, or the more right-clicky of the 2 heroes. And I'm really feeling that this game is over. 69 of 90 for the Undead player versus 59 of 60 for the Orc. We have levels 4 and 4 against levels 4 and 3. And to be fair, the Naga's getting close to 4 as well. Only tier 2 for the Orc player, though. Excuse me. And all of these wyvern are going to be crippled, I'm sure. Have we hit tier 3? We have. We have master training for both. So we're going to see cripple, we're going to see unholy frenzy, we're going to see curse. We might see anti-magic shield for the forked lightning, chain lightning combo. This is going to be exciting. Let's watch this army walk all over this army. That's what's going to happen. I promise, guys, even if this is a one-sided game, I'm going to keep casting. I'm going to keep this going. I want to be involved in the Warcraft 3 community. I want to be involved in Warcraft 3 in general. I want to play more, and I'm so excited for Remastered. I really can't emphasize that enough. So more will be coming. I know I've said that before, but more will be coming. So we have the Orc player moving in here. If we turn on Fog of War, I wonder if they're aware. I think they must be aware of where each other are. And the big fight is coming in. So, yeah, huge undead army of casters with a couple fiends coming in. And there's just no way KisameHoshigaki can engage here. I didn't call him Hosh once, did I? Did not call him Hosh once. Scroll of Protection used. I like it. Some quick focus fire on the first Necromancer. Takes it down. Fiend goes down. Unholy Frenzy is happening here. But, yeah. Look at that. There's the cripple. We have some crippled Wind Riders. The Orc army has just evaporated. I think the Undead has lost 3 units, maybe a Crypt Fiend and 1 caster. There was the second one. That Necromancer went down. And the game is over. Oh, another Necromancer goes down. Huge losses, but definitely not enough to win the game, or at least delay it for the Orc player. And he just now realizes the expo's up. Absolutely. If you see an army this much bigger than your own, you know there's an expo. So that's going to be at the end of the game here. Some nice friendly talk. It's nice to see that in the community. It's good that people support each other and encourage it. Yeah, this was a bit of a blowout of a game. Again, I knew nothing about it coming in. I'm sorry it was so one-sided, but that's the risk you take when you just download and watch replays. So thank you for watching, guys. Again, I'm going to be posting more for sure. And I hope you guys watch them. Thank you for watching this one. Have a great rest of your night.